Hi, it's Lorraine from pregnancyexercise.co.nz, and in this video we're going to have a look at planks. Now, planks have got a lot of bad press in relation to diastasis recti. So in this video I'm going to have a look at when you can start doing planks again and when you can enjoy doing them again in your aerobics classes, as you may feel like you're missing out. Well, it's all about function, core muscle control and activation, and diastasis recti healing. Okay, now I really do want you to have a look and go and have a read of our blog, Does Your Diastasis Have to Heal for Optimal Recovery? As that's going to give you a lot more of a guide as to where you are healed and when you can start to plank again. Now, there are lots of variations of planks, so therefore you can obviously start them at different phases postnatally, and that's what I'm going to take you through today. Now, I would not advise doing any planks until around about 4 months postnatal at least. Often, again, depending on the type of plank, it would be around about 6 months. But let's have a look at all the different variations and what you may be able to do at different phases. Now, a plank is a very strenuous exercise because it's done under load. So first of all, let's have a look at posture. Now, if you've got good posture in a standing position, then there's a good chance that you're going to be able to maintain a plank on the floor. Now, if you've got poor posture, okay, then if you're going to move onto the floor and perform a plank under load, then you're probably going to hold a plank wrong and you won't be able to connect with your muscles as you should be doing. So it's really important that you improve your posture through rehabilitation exercises first. Alright, now let's have a look at different stages of a plank and where you can start to plank. Now, the very easiest plank that you can do is a plank on the wall. Okay, so basic plank position on the wall and lifting up onto your toes, bending your arms slightly to maintain a plank. Now, this is the first stage that you can start to do postnatally, and this would be fine, especially if you've been following one of our Birth to Fit Mum programs from around about 12 to 14 weeks postnatally. So what I'm doing in this position is making sure, again, my posture's good, but I'm making sure that I'm recruiting my pelvic floor muscles and my transverse abdominal muscles with my breath. And again, there's more information on how to activate pelvic floor and transverse abdominals throughout the blogs and throughout our other videos. Now, if you do have a diastasis, then there is a weakness there and it becomes very hard for you to stabilize your pelvis and your torso, and when your stomach muscles are open, then it's very, very hard to maintain a good posture through an exercise under gravity. So this is why planks are best avoided pre and postnatal, because of the pressure it puts on weakened abdominal muscles. Alright, so when we start off with your baby planks, we first need to make sure you've got good transverse and pelvic floor muscle activation so that you can hold. Deep breath in, exhale, thinking about your pelvic floor muscles and transverse abdominal muscles. Now that's where we want to be when we start to plank, okay? So you need to make sure before you even start planks that you've got great core abdominal activation and stability. So let's move on first. And the first plank you can perform is a plank in this position. Okay, so body weight's forward. We're starting to feel a little bit of increase in pressure on the abdominal muscles, but we're maintaining neutral spine, and we can maintain that nicely and that nice connection with our pelvic floor and transverse abdominal muscles in this stage. Now, what you can also do as well is come up onto a box to make the exercise a little bit easier. So this is a great point to start you to move on to progress to full planks. Now, moving on then, we can start to go further out. So we're still on our knees at the moment, but as you can see, I'm trying to maintain neutral spine. Okay, so my head's not dropping down, I'm not lifting through my thoracic, my hips aren't dropping down towards the floor, I'm not tilting under, and I've got good control of my abdominal muscles. I'm not letting them go, I'm exhaling and contracting my pelvic floor and transverse abdominals. I'm supporting my torso, and because my linea alba and the connective tissue is nice and strong, it can support my body in this position. So moving on then into a full plank, up we go onto our toes, and this is your full basic plank. Okay, so nice neutral spine, breathing through the exercise. And what you want to make sure is that you've still got good connection. So I'm just going to look down and check that my abdominals are supporting me. Now once you start to shake, that's where your body's had enough. Okay, and stop the exercise, rest, and then you can go back into that frontal plank. Okay, so there are heaps of variations of planks, what you can move through. I love to use lots of dynamic planks. I think they're a lot better. Okay, and much more exciting exercises to do than just standard holding planks. But again, there's lots of standard holding planks in aerobic classes that I know you want to do, and don't miss out on them. Okay, so just make sure postnatally that you're achieving full function, you've got good activation of the transverse abdominal muscles, your connective tissue is nice and strong so it feels spongy all the way down, and then you can start to work through your planks again. So postnatally you don't have to leave out planks forever, okay? We're not saying don't ever do planks again. You can start to bring planks in once you're functionally recovered from your pregnancies. Okay, please visit the website pregnancyexercise.co.nz for more information, and I hope you enjoyed this video.